Hey everybody, this is Shane with Crystal Clear 101. I have another toy review today. I actually have an older toy that I'm going to be reviewing. Now this is a Imperial 1985 Godzilla, or Gojira if you're familiar with him in the native Japanese. But this one right here is one I've had since I was a kid. And let me go ahead and say this is actually a very, very cool Godzilla. First off, Imperial did two different sizes of this Godzilla. There's a 6-inch, and then there's a 12.5-inch scale. This one's the 12.5-inch scale. So as you can see, he's, especially with me putting my hand up to him, he's actually pretty big. Not only that, but he's actually reasonably heavy, probably 2.5 pounds or so, I'm guessing, on that weight. But, first off, even though this has a 1985 copyright date, I'm pretty sure this was intended for the Godzilla 1985 movie. However, the head design does not scream, no pun intended, Godzilla. This is not supposed to be based off of any one specific Godzilla design. It's just more, I guess you'd say, more of a caricature of the creature. But, I mean, it's not bad. Imperial actually did a really decent job on this Godzilla back then. Now, back in the 80s, they mostly did, I guess you'd say, novelty joke toys, rubber snakes, rubber spiders, stuff like that. However, they did actually have a couple of big guns as far as licensing goes. They had King Kong, and they had Godzilla. Now, what makes this particular Godzilla very nice, matter of fact, rather sweet, is that under his left foot, he's actually copyrighted by Toho, which is the Japanese company that not only makes the Godzilla movies, but has all the rights to the Godzilla movies. So the fact this actually has the Toho licensing behind it actually makes it even better. Now, it does have real basic articulation, especially for a figure of the time. His arms and his legs can move right at the base. And his tail can be positioned left or right. But the basic profile of it is very clearly Godzilla. It's just not based off any one specific version. Now, one of my pros and cons on this particular Godzilla, first off, his size. Let me go with pros. First pro is his size. This is one of the largest Godzillas that I've fooled with. Number two, they did do a good job as far as detailing like all the scales on goes. They did an okay job on his color scheme. And on top of that, this figure is almost indestructible. I mean, this figure has been able to withstand my abuse as a child. And it's still in one piece. Other than some paint loss on it, he is still intact. Now, if I had any cons about this figure, it's a couple of touches they did on his paint job. Number one, this entire portion of his chest right through here would have been a bright silver. And unless that was supposed to represent his atomic breath of fire Doom, then I don't know what it was supposed to represent. And on top of that, you really can't tell on mine, but right at the base where his teeth are, they would have been a bright lipstick red. Now, I don't know if that was supposed to represent blood, or if it was supposed to represent his gum line, but it was a very bright shade of red, almost lipstick red, and it just made it look kind of goofy, actually. Overall, if you like Godzilla, or Gojira, whichever term you prefer to call him, then he is an excellent addition to any Godzilla collection, because I actually really like this Godzilla. And more likely than not, I'm probably going to pass on to my kid when he gets a little bit older. But if you can find the 1985 Imperial Godzilla, get him. He's indestructible, he looks awesome, and on top of that, it's a 12-inch Godzilla, so you can have him tower over most of your little action figures, a little bitty cars, stuff like that. But this is my review on the Imperial 1985 Godzilla. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.